Hey, what's up, and welcome to Movie Dumpster Season 5, Episode 8. Today we're talking about Project Metalbeast, DNA Overload from 1994, directed by Alessandro De Gatano. I'm Joe Lascola.
And I'm Sean O'Rourke.
Welcome to the Dumpster.
We're back with another episode. First one of May, Joe.
Oh, yeah, happy May to you.
This is now, we've done a bunch of these now. This is kind of just, the ship keeps rolling. Oh. The metal keeps. I wore a Terminator 2 shirt for you video watchers because I was like, Project Metalbeast. Obviously, this is about the T-1000.
Liquid metal organism.
Yeah. I did not see Robert Patrick in this film. No. But I don't really care.
To be perfectly honest, he would have fit right at home in this, right?
Yeah, he kind of would have, honestly.
So it's not Halloween, and it's not even close to any, spooky season.
No.
But we are doing a werewolf movie.
Whoa! It's been a minute. It's been a fucking minute.
The last one werewolf is my favorite monster.
Okay.
Besides the gill man, the creature from the Black Lagoon is my favorite Universal monster, but my favorite monster is the werewolf, yeah.
I might concur. I like werewolves quite a bit myself. We did Bad Moon last year.
We did Bad Moon. We've been talking about doing Company of Wolves. I definitely want to cover that one.
Dog Soldiers comes to mind.
Dog Soldiers we're going to do with C.B. Smith. We wanted to do. The Howling, of course.
Yes.
There's so many good ones.
Not American Werewolf in Paris. That movie is such a piece of shit.
We already fucking talked about it, and I don't want to talk about it again.
Just get it out there.
That movie fucking came out on Blu-ray, and somebody was like, "Man, I can't." I was just reading it. I don't know who it was, but somebody was excited for that, and I'm like, "Good for you, I guess." But that movie should not be viewed in HD.
I mean,
right?
Wow, that's a good point. Those effects already look bad on VHS.
They look so bad on VHS. I couldn't even imagine enduring that shit in HD.
You better be on a lot of drugs, I would imagine.
Even if I smoked the biggest doob in the world,
I'd rather be watching Cheech and Chong at that point.
No, but I would just fall asleep. You know
True.
what I mean? Anyway, I don't know. I'd watch American Werewolf in London for the 900th time.
Oh, wow. That goes without saying.
Well, yeah.
But this film
specifically, Project Metalbeast from 94. This is one of those true hidden gems.
Yeah.
And now I know, again, I've said this on other episodes too before, but people in the horror circle and horror movie and B movie fans of the genre, probably most of you know this movie, but most people don't know about this movie. And it's hard to find it is on Tubi, so you can watch it on Tubi.
That's what I watched it on.
But it's not on disc. Well, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But it's more or less hard to find, right? Mm-hmm. So, and this is my VHS copy from my A to Z video that I used to frequent.
Okay.
That we talked about on that documentary with Bobby and Cagney when they came down.
Yes.
Check it out.
Mom and Pop documentary.
The Mom and Pop, the 80s and 90s boom, or the 90s boom? I forget the whole title, but it's the Mom and Pop Shop documentary. And excuse me, we'll put a link in here so you can check it out.
Excited for that.
Yeah, it's going to be good. But this specifically is one of those flicks that has somehow, some fucking way, not been given the treatment it deserves.
I would agree, and I'm going to tell just a quick story. I kind of told you about this before we got recording, but this is technically my second time seeing this film. But the first time I only really remember a few sequences, and I feel like I talked about this on the show before, but there was a werewolf movie I've mentioned in the past that took place in a hospital, and I've mentioned it to Joe and other people. No one could ever figure out what the fuck I'm talking about.
I thought you were talking about the scene from The Howling 3, which is in a movie theater, and they're watching a movie. It's a creature from planet Uranus or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a werewolf in a hospital. I thought that's what he was talking about. Anyway.
It's this movie because a lot of these scenes, it's like a military base, but it looks like a hospital at a quick glance. I don't know if it was filmed to one. But yeah, I watched this movie, or at least scenes from it. I specifically remember some of the outside stuff with the werewolf and the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie I saw as a kid, it scared the fucking shit out of me. Shocker. Because I've mentioned this again also before, that I never really got heavy into horror till high school when I met Joe and a few other friends, and now it's probably my favorite genre besides comedy. And it was kind of funny watching this, and the pieces started coming together about halfway through the film. I'm like, wait, holy shit! shit, this is the movie. And I had to text Joe immediately like, oh, this is it. This is that white horse that I couldn't find, that unicorn, if you will.
Yeah, I was so fucking excited when you told me that too, because like that's one of the best things about doing the show and these movies is like unlocking these memories and stuff that like you had buried or like you couldn't figure out for like what was that film kind of thing,
Yeah. So that was just an added bonus, but I'll save my exact thoughts for the movie for the end, but they were very positive.
Yeah, totally. This was one, I think the first time I saw this ever was on USA. I think
it might have been where I watched it, honestly.
It was either USA or Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi came out in like the late 90s or mid 90s, late 90s. And I seem to remember this being on USA or something like that.
I mean, those two stations were on, constant rotate in my house.
USA was the place to watch like B horror movies like this, like even like all the Child's Plays and stuff like that. I remember watching on USA like 3:00 in the afternoon, or like sometimes WB11 would play them on the weekends or something like that.
TBS and TNT come to mind too.
TNT was the other one. That was the other one.
For like Monster Vision and stuff like that.
Monster Vision, and then Up All Night was USA. I don't think this was on Up All Night, but it was definitely on television,
sure.
And that's the first time I saw it. And then later, I think the first time I rented this was at a Primetime Video when that was around in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. And then I hadn't seen it again after I moved to Tom's River. And the last time I had saw it was there, but then I found it again at A to Z Video in Tom's River. And then I watched this. It kind of like rediscovered it again.
Oh, okay,
because I couldn't get my hands on it, and if it wasn't on TV, you couldn't fucking stream it anywhere. It's not like you could jump on the computer like you can now and look it up on fucking YouTube or a torrent it or whatever.
Oh, right.
They didn't exist yet.
So I'm sure as soon as you got that tape, you probably just had it on repeat constantly.
Well, the thing was like, I saw it and I was like, fuck, oh man, they have this, so I rented it a lot and I watched it with my buddy Dave Z a lot. So this was once I found a new store to get it from, I rented all the time, but I also rented it as a kid. Okay. So it was like that weird thing of like renting it as a young kid and then renting it as like a teenager.
Layered nostalgia.
Layered nostalgia, but also just finding a movie because again, like I said, like it the way things are so accessible now is probably why we have such short attention spans.
Sure.
And like low tolerance for with no patience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're right.
So anyway, case in point is I had rediscovered it. Now, again, I have a long history with this film, and I love it. It's got fucking werewolves. It's got bioweapon shit in it. It becomes an indestructible fucking monster at one point, which we'll talk about. But Chris Barr and I...
Yes, from Tales from the Dark Side.
Or Talks from the Dark Side.
Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, imagine that he's
You're
on one of those
fucking up the name of our own show!
He's on one of those old episodes. He just hasn't told us yet. He's waiting for us to get to it.
So Chris Barr, we do Talks from the Dark Side with, we had did in the early 2000s when I met Chris, and we started doing films together and stuff. We always wanted to open up our own DVD company, you know what I mean? But never had like the funds to do like a Vinegar Syndrome or a Code Red or a Severin, we never had the collateral to do that shit or like the means to like get the rights to movies and stuff to even release something like that.
Sure.
So what do you do when you do that? You fucking bootleg them. That's what you do. But however, so we were under Home Video Express, and I don't know if you could see that if there's lights bouncing off it or whatever, but we were doing Home Video Express and we were putting out all the stuff that we saw as a kid that wasn't on DVD because, again, in the early 2000s, a lot of the stuff that, again, we're getting spoiled now, which is great and I love because people are, places like Severin and Vinegar Syndrome and Shout and all these people are restoring these old films that you can only get on tape and that we've only seen in a 4:3 aspect ratio.
Like the Kindred's one, which may be involved with your old company too.
Well, Synapse too. Yeah, the Kindred. That's been a long time coming. So when we did Home Video Express, the Kindred was one of the releases. Another film that we're going to be talking about was one of those releases, and of course Metalbeast. Now, again, this film, even though we bootlegged it and it's on tape and you can buy it from NVD Entertainment for $14 or some shit like that, there is no official like fully restored release.
Yeah, which is weird. I mean, that to-be cut, if you want to call it that, or restoration, is very good.
It's not even a restoration, though. It's still in a 4:3 aspect ratio.
Well, oh, yeah, right, in that respect, sure, yeah. But it's crystal clear.
It's just because it's probably, mastered off of a tape or whatever, but not, I mean, it's not some shitty VHS rip.
Right, like
no.
It's not quite Blu-ray quality, but it looks good. Yeah,
no, it's not a shitty VHS rip, but it's also just a rip of it in 4:3, whatever the master tape for that was. So, like, it's not in widescreen. Right, it's not the actual aspect ratio that it was originally shot in.
Which I wonder what we're not seeing on screen, man.
Well, no, but my point is, it needs that treatment.
Yeah,
it needs to be. This movie deserves of all the shit that I've seen being released lately. A lot of it which I've bought and consumed, but
it's somewhere in the dungeon.
It's somewhere in the dungeon. Yeah, but this movie specifically, I don't know why it hasn't gotten the attention. Maybe it's a rights thing. I don't know. But again, if MVD Entertainment is the only person with the sole rights to it, somebody please fucking find the vault materials for this and let's get this fucking disc made.
I don't get that at all.
I don't understand because this is one of those. This is a 90s flick that ticks all the fucking boxes and just is a good time.
Yeah.
This is like, and it's written really well and it's shot really well and there's really great effects in it, which we're going to talk about. So anyway, after waxing about wishing this was getting a proper release and bootlegging it and just having an overall love for it. So yeah, this movie's directed by Alessandro De Gatano.
Mm-hmm.
De Gatano. Alessandro De Gatano.
I couldn't find another thing this man directed.
Let's see.
I saw some writing credits.
Target Earth and The Haunted. Neither film I have seen. I do want to see The Haunted, though. Target Earth is from like 74 or 77, and it's basically like a slow-paced sci-fi movie.
Oh, okay.
But The Haunted looks to be more up my alley. I've never seen it, so I want to check it out.
Okay.
But this movie seems to be the highlight of his fucking career.
Yeah.
This is the best. I'll say it. This is his best movie that he's ever done and ever will do.
It's the only one I've seen, but yeah, sure. Yeah. Sounds about right.
So we got John Carl Beakler and MMI kicking up effects on this man.
They kill it. It's unbelievable. These werewolf. These werewolves, I should really say, are fucking incredible.
Oh yeah, man. I think there's like 3 or 4 different suits and or makeups.
That sounds about right.
And if you don't know who John Carl Beakler is, he's one of my favorite effects guys. And we go into him heavy duty on the TerrorVision episode that we did with Serge Muriel from Levian and the Troll episode that we did last year.
But we've also been talking about Mr. Beakler on and off because he's in so many of the movies we've covered, and Joe is basically, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but one of your heroes.
Oh yeah, big time. He's one of my top 5 like of all time. Him, Rob Bottin, Steve Johnson, Stan Winston. He's just one of my favorites. He just is. I feel like some kind of connection to him because of how he's that low budget effects guy who does like amazing work, and he's like an Empire Pictures alumni. He's done a lot of stuff with Charles Band, even Full Moon stuff. But he's worked on a ton of stuff. I mean, this guy's done a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, and he's done a Friday the 13th movie, and he's done 2 Halloween movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or 3 Halloween movies, I think so.
I also saw Kevin McCarthy was on this from Return of the Living Dead. I don't know how much effects he was doing on this.
Kevin McCarthy, not Kevin McCarthy from Ghoulies 3 and
the Midnight Show
and the Midnight Show and the Twilight Zone movie. Not that Kevin McCarthy.
He did some episodes of Monsters. He did fucking Demonic Toys.
Yeah, well, he's an FX coordinator.
Okay, so what is the difference of that?
So like he functions more like a coordinator and a foreman in terms of like making sure that the work gets done and kind of overseeing that the project comes to completion or everybody's doing their job. Basically, he's like the manager, basically, I think. But he's also done like he does effects work.
Right.
Like he knows how to do the shit and sculpt and make the molds and all that kind of stuff. But on this particular thing, he was just a coordinator.
Yeah, and just on that note, if you don't mind, I just want to pivot to the music real quick because the guy who did the music, Conrad Pope.
Yeah.
He's composed some stuff, but he mostly has been an orchestrator of a ton of movies, and honestly, I feel like hasn't gotten his just due because he's done a lot of John Williams soundtracks,
which is crazy to me that you bring that up. And also, by the way, Conrad Pope's fucking score in this is amazing. It's like way better than it has any right to be.
Yeah. He composed Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Again, John Williams is the guy, but he composed it.
No, John composed it.
Or maybe he orchestrated it. However, he did compose one that I wrote down that my cousin-in-laws have been telling me about that we need to cover. Janine, Dylan, how you doing? Might even have to get Dylan on this one. It's a Nick Cage movie called Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call. Apparently this movie's amazing and something that should be in the dumpster. It's a recent film.
Yeah.
But he fucking did the music for that, and I was like, okay.
No shit.
Somebody's speaking to me. Conrad Pope, you're speaking to me.
So like you said, he's an orchestrator.
Yeah.
Now, what that means is let's say John Williams composes the music, right? And he writes it all, and he's like, this is what it should sound like, blah, blah, blah. What his job is to basically take all of that written music and be like, okay, and assign it to where it needs to be and how it's performed, basically.
Oh, okay.
So literally, that's what that, like, orchestrated. Like, you orchestrate a plan, and he put all the pieces together, basically, in the ensemble and who's playing what, you know what I mean? The kind of thing.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty impressive. It's a lot of fucking work, man. That's a lot of heavy lifting to do, for sure. It's kind of like being... If I directed something and you edited it, that's kind of what that's kind of like.
But just to bring it back to the effects, because I don't know if you had more to say about that, but it's just like between the music and the effects and just everything else in this movie, it gels really well. And you mentioned Beakler specifically. Yeah. He has that forehead thing he does on a lot of his creatures. Those werewolves,
the eyebrows, man.
They definitely. He's got that touch on these werewolves.
You can totally be like, oh, that's a Beakler werewolf. Sure is. You mentioned Kevin McCarthy, and again, like, he's the FX coordinator, and I'm just gonna read a couple things. He's got a huge, colorful career, dude. Like, he's done B movies to Hollywood blockbusters, like the full spectrum, and he's still doing it today. And what is it? Tamara Carlson is doing makeup or fabrication, excuse me. And that could be anything from punching hair to casting molds or whatever. Fabricating the monsters.
Got you.
Right?
Okay.
Painting, all that kind of shit. She's done a ton of stuff, and especially like newer stuff, like the new Avengers movies and things like that. She worked for Studio ADI and did like Alien vs. Predator, which isn't a great movie, but she worked on that, which is, it's huge.
Yeah.
And Iron Man, and just recently Underwater. And I thought this is the funniest fucking thing as I looked on IMDb. She's in the fucking Max Rebo suit in the Book of Boba Fett.
Okay.
My favorite part of the Book of Boba Fett, this woman played Max Rebo.
Well, that's a win for Joe, I suppose.
He's still getting gigs, dude.
Max he's a fucking superstar.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's in the MDU, honestly. John Hurt's bumping some Max Rebo in that car.
Man. Oh, dude, totally. He's fucking having them at parties and shit.
He's at the orgies, at the coke orgies. Everyone's lining up to fuck Max Rebo. He's got a huge dong. He uses that nose on those vaginas. He really gets the women hot.
I was gonna say he's using that nose to like snort a line and play the fucking
keys. Gonna come shooting all over the place. He's eating out some people. I don't know. Eating out some Twi'leks. I don't know.
He could be. He's fucking hanging out. You know what he's doing?
He's got that big puffy jacket with like the fucking chains. I can picture it.
He's hanging out with that fucking aardvark or whatever from Meet the Feebles. Fucks people with his nose.
Oh my God.
Makes the porn with the rat and the cockroach and the cow.
Somebody's out there singing about sodomy, I'm sure.
Could be. But we also have I'm just going to run these down because there's a lot of folks on this film. They've done a lot of cool shit, and maybe not giving them all of them their just due, but I want to mention them.
Sure.
So Wesley Wofford and Tom Irvin and Brad Harden, I believe, are the sculptors on this, the lead sculptors rather. And John Foster, who's worked with MMI. He did Nightmare 4, Halloween 4, Friday 7, Ghoulies 3, Necronomicon, which we got to fucking cover, where Jeffrey Combs plays H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh, okay.
It's really great. And also David Barrett, who worked on the Carnosaur movies and The Curse of Michael Myers.
Okay.
So everybody's kind of together following, they've all worked with Beakler on different projects or with MMI or, hopped over, You jumped to Conrad Pope.
Yeah, so I didn't mean to take you off on that, but I felt it was a good transition.
That's fine. I just wanted to mention because I had some stuff written down. Okay. Because he also orchestrated a gnome named Norm.
Oh my God! Of course,
so I had to mention that one.
How do you think he felt about the gnome butt?
I don't know. I think he liked the gnome butt, you think?
We got to go back and check that scene. How was the orchestration on that scene?
I think that one was a song over that.
Oh, okay.
Like the original soundtrack kind of thing. He's also done Sundown, The Vampire in Retreat, and a ton of other films from fucking like you were saying before, from like Muppet Christmas Carol to fucking Terminator Dark Fate. He's been orchestrating these films and all. He did Flubber. I'm just like thinking of all the.
That's what I want to cover. I know it's a very famous movie. Maybe not, but
that's why I brought it up.
I got a lot of jokes in pocket for Flubber. You can probably guess some of them.
So that's about the long and short of the BTS, the behind the scenes, if you will, not the Korean boy band.
One day maybe.
I would do Red Velvet and aespa before I did fucking BTS.
Oh,
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I was trying to make a joke and you just hit me with that shit.
I'm a K-pop fan, folks.
Okay.
But yeah, so do you want to plot crunch this one? Or did you do the last one? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I feel like you should plot crunch this one since you have such a connection with this film overall. I mean, you're wearing the t-shirt. You've been telling me about it for years.
Oh, yes, the t-shirt. From Salt the Earth Printing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Limited edition. I don't even know if you can get it anymore.
Lay on me what this plot is, Joe, and the audience.
Okay, so here we go. 1974, there is a soldier who goes to Budapest to find Budapest. And that's a joke, by the way. I saw some motherfucker in the comments of the Dracula episode we did on Hack the Movies, and they're like, that's not how you pronounce Budapest. And I'm like, no shit, asshole. It's Budapest. I was making fun of Keanu Reeves. Anyway, they go to Budapest to obtain werewolf blood for use in government experiments and super soldier programs, bioweapons. They're successful. They bring it back. And said soldier loads himself up with blood, turns into a fucking werewolf, and gets shot and cryogenically frozen for 20 years, then is revivified by way of a project, not Metalbeast, mind you.
Right.
It's not Project Metalbeast. It's a different project, which we'll talk about. That is a artificial skin grafting program, but the side effect they have is that it turns to metal. So we have a skin grafted werewolf grafted with skin that turns as hard as steel.
All over the place.
All over the place. And then terrorizes a bunch of scientists at a government lab.
It's a fucking Umbrella Lab, straight up, Joe.
I was going to say that, dude. This is the best Resident Evil movie ever.
The main villain is a cross between Wesker and the cigarette-smoking man from X-Files, like straight up.
You got a little bit of Spencer in there.
Yeah. It's a trifecta.
Yeah, no, dude, totally. I was thinking that the whole time. Like, I was like, this is the best Resident Evil movie I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, I mean, some of those movies are pretty fucking rough, so that, like, you're not wrong.
I'm just kidding.
Lawnmower Man, also in the pocket, but this is like a true RE film, if you even want to call it that.
There's so many beats to this that echo Resident Evil and just movies and media that had come out after this.
I wonder if...
Right, because Resident Evil's not till even 98, isn't it?
I was going to say, I wonder if Shinji Mikami saw this film and, like, kind of cribbed some ideas.
I love a Metalbeast.
I can't say I blame the man, honestly. You're pulling from some good material.
Yeah, it's great. I think that covers it. Without further ado, let's fucking jump into this. The beast, the silver bullets of this.
Yeah, so we kind of kick it off, like Joe was saying in that plot crunch, with these two military guys, Butler and I think his name's George, on a boat, like on a ferry, like the fucking, the river Styx.
Oh, dude, they paid a fucking coin to get across there, right? like a doubloon or some shit.
A silver coin, maybe.
Yeah.
And they get off, and we specifically focus on this guy, Butler, who is key to the rest of the plot.
Yeah.
But I want to mention something here now that I didn't notice as I'm watching, but as I was going over my notes, he has a silver cross.
Yeah.
And like any typical asshole in a movie like this, doesn't believe the superstition that you don't hear on screen. It's kind of an inferred superstition.
It's like visual storytelling kind of thing.
Throws it in the river and just goes on his merry way.
It's so funny to me, too, because, like, he looks at the cross and fucking scoffs at it and throws it. So, like, he believes in werewolves, but not the superstitions that surround them.
Right, because come to find out, he's been hunting, trying to find a werewolf for 20 fucking years.
Most of his fucking life or whatever. And just real quick, John Marzilli is the guy playing Butler. And this guy has been in... I watched Surf 2. I think Vinegar Syndrome put that out, and I grabbed it. And I watched it with my buddy Evan, Kyle. And I was like, that's fucking Metalbeast. That's the guy. And so he's in that, but he's also in Fear from 88. Not the Mark Wahlberg movie, and not the fucking one with the wooden mannequin killer puppet thing. It's a totally different movie about it's like a home invasion movie. Anyway.
Well, he's there, and I say two military guys. I guess they are both military, but the other guy's mostly the photographer.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't finished. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No. He's also he also does a couple bit parts for Tales from the Dark Side, so he will be coming up again. I needed to fucking put that in there.
Oh yeah, that's important. Yeah, I think he plays 4 different roles. I think I did read that myself.
There was a lot. He does a voice for one of the roles with Cloris Leachman. Not Cloris Leachman. Poopin' Plots.
Why is her name escaping me? Florence.
No.
I don't know.
Anyway, Poopin' Plots from
the Boneyard.
The Boneyard. Yeah. She's in that with what's his face from Silver Bullet and Reservoir Dogs.
Oh yeah.
Can't fucking remember these fucking people's names.
We've been doing a lot of these movies, Joe.
Brain fart, man.
I haven't done the math in a hot minute, but I feel like we're approaching the 200 mark soon.
Yeah, it's a lot of information, and I can't remember everything all the time. So
yeah.
But he does the voice of Gad as one of the demons in that episode's particular. He's also Vince Carter in The Secret World of Alex Mack. He was in it for the entire fucking series.
Huh.
I don't remember him at all.
The more you know.
Yeah. That fucking Capri Sun show. You remember that?
Yes.
All my 90s,
Speaking of the Metalbeast.
All my 90s kids. Oh, yeah. She turned... That's his daughter.
Yeah, Robert Patrick, the Terminator, the T-1000 that is not, like, reprogrammed by John Connor.
Is that...
Somehow has a baby Alex Mack. Okay.
Is that, like, some fucking Emperor Palpatine shit?
Oh,
he's like, I totally fucked. And I totally had a kid.
I feel like Palpatine, he was in that machine Steve rolls in and check it out, and they just pump his fucking dick and get the cum out. He's not fucking anybody.
T-1000's turning his fucking schlong into knife or stabbing weapons and getting it on.
Yeah, he's got that spike dick going on like Howard the Duck. But they find this like monastery or something. They kind of go through the sewer. It felt like a goddamn Dark Souls level.
It's fucking cool, man. You think this is the band family castle in Italy? Maybe.
It could be, honestly. Yeah, Charles, let us film there for a week. We only need a couple shots.
Beakler's doing the fucking effects, dude. He could be like, hey, Charles, can you hook us up? Maybe.
I'll do Troll if you do it. I think Troll's been out for several years. But
yes.
I did Troll for you. Let me, however the math works out.
Demonic Toys, he's yeah.
Anyway. But so they go up, and I guess it's a sewer / catacomb because there's like rotting bodies there, which is kind of giving you an idea if you don't know it's a werewolf film that something's killing things in this area. It's like a kill zone.
There's like a skull and like a maggot rotting hand. It's cool, man. Yeah.
It's a good visual storytelling, and then they make their way upstairs to where. This is very Resident Evil also, this like pipe organ and this dark cathedral.
It feels like you're under the Spencer Mansion.
Yeah.
It's really like, again, like I can't stress that enough. Like the lighting and everything, like it looks like Resident Evil. It's the whole thing.
It's good horror.
Yeah, it's great. So he's there and spoilers, the fucking werewolf's there too, because he jumps out of a fucking like a little enclave or something and fucking knocks down his partner and rips his throat out.
Oh, he just starts getting eviscerated. And he does the same thing like an alligator.
Yes.
With the pictures just going, he's got a camera, and this comes into play a little later. Yeah. But, Butler's not doing jack shit because he wants this thing's blood. Yeah. So he has the silver bullets and blows it away.
Yeah. He literally waits for the guy to die.
Or is dying.
And then, like, I don't know if he's so, like, fascinated, like, I finally found it or whatever, or he just, like, wanted that guy to die.
Well, he's not dead yet, Joe, because
that's right.
First he does a blood transfusion on this dead werewolf who hasn't transformed back into a human yet.
It's awesome. Can we talk about the way this thing looks real quick?
Yes, because this is, like, I think...
This is a low-budget, early 90s flick.
I was going to say, this is right up there with Bad Moon, honestly, as far as how good it looks, in my opinion.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
You don't think it looks that good?
I don't think it looks that good.
Maybe it's the way it's lit.
Look, I love John Beakler, but this is no motherfucking Steve Johnson.
Okay. I like it a lot. Maybe it's the lighting they use. The dark lighting kind of helps it out.
I think it works, and to your point, for a low-budget, early 90s flick, it looks really good.
Yeah.
It's definitely like man in suit werewolf.
True. I guess like in retrospect, Bad Moon is more like a straight up werewolf. You're right. Yeah.
It kind of looks like a mix between like the waxwork werewolf and like the late phases werewolf.
Yeah.
Designs.
Yeah. It looks good.
It looks good. I think it works for what it is.
I agree, 100%. And he does. I say a blood transfusion because that's basically like what he has out
well,
of
it's
his
like
kit.
he like siphons out of it. Yeah.
And then you think like, or at least you think, you know what's happened. You've seen it before, but I'm sitting there thinking, okay, is he going to siphon this blood into the other guy? And he's like, nope, packs it up, shoots the other guy in the fucking head just to finish him off, and he leaves.
No, he's fucking hung, dude. He's fucking siphoning that blood out of him.
He is hung?
Yeah, to get the fucking W virus.
Oh, yeah, the WW virus.
Or the L virus, there you go.
And he fucking books it the hell out of there, and we just immediately crash cut to this secret U.S., U.S. secret projects facility. And he's like, all right, we got the blood. What's taking so long to get this process? We need to do something with this blood. He's like, I didn't spend my whole life looking for this, not to use it.
Barry Bostwick is there, and that's who he's fucking jiving to.
Yeah, his boss, Miller.
Operation Lycanthropist, by the way. Not Operation Metal or Project Metalbeast. Project Lycanthropist. Yeah, fucking Barry Bostwick's there, and he's like, you gotta be patient because we gotta fucking, they're working on it in the laboratory, and he's like, well, I don't want to be patient. Like, we need this now. I spent, 20 years of my life looking for this fucking werewolf.
Right. And the doctor comes in, Dr. Barnes.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like, where the hell did you get this blood? This is like, they're like, well, is it contaminated? Is it diseased? She's like, well, no, it's just kind of weird. It's no blood I've ever seen before. And they're like, well, good enough for us.
Barry Bostwick's like, great. Is it contaminated? No? Okay, good. Thanks.
Yeah, this guy plays a great bad guy. And again, if you don't know who this is, he was
he's Brad from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, exactly. Damn it, Janet. Yeah. We didn't get any of those in the movie. It wouldn't have really made sense, but hey.
He's bringing that like corporation villain vibe because he's like a colonel in the army.
Yeah, I mean we're joking about Umbrella, but I mentioned Lawnmower Man. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like he was one of the people in charge of the Lawnmower Man operation.
Big time. This dude, Metalbeast.
Give him the stuff to make him more evil. Here,
Metalbeast is a fucking BOW. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But yeah, Barry Bostwick's great in this. I think this is like one of his best movies. To tell you the truth,
he is fantastic. Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone's really bad in this, but he kind of steals every scene he's in.
Oh yeah, big time.
But yeah, so Butler, he gets the vial of how much blood is left after all the tests, and it's
where's the rest of it?
Yeah, it's like half a vial. He's like pissed. Again, he keeps going on about he spent his whole life trying to find this, and he's got like nothing to show for it. He's pissed.
And well, they've been doing all the tests on it because they're trying to figure out if it's diseased or whatever.
But again, like Miller and Butler are the only two that know it's werewolf blood. Everybody else doesn't know what the fuck it is.
No, they have no idea. It's like a secret government project. Mm-hmm. But the lady, Professor Barnes is like, yeah, I wouldn't suggest sticking anybody with this shit because it will putrefy your blood into pus and then you'll swell up and die.
Right.
Don't put this shit in anybody.
And of course, Butler's pissed because that was his plan all along.
Well, they're trying to figure it out to make like super soldier program. Basically, that's what this is.
So they kind of storm off because Barnes is like, well, it's gonna take me another week to figure this out, and Butler's like, fuck this. He's like, again. I'll say it a fifth fucking time. He's going on about, I spent my whole life trying to find this shit. I found, that's his big beef about this. So Miller's like, yeah, you need to fucking calm down and just let the process work itself out.
So they're giving it like another week. And
they're trying to.
Well, Butler's not having it because he like sneaks in and fucking steals the vial and just like shoots him. He goes into a bathroom.
I can't believe this is the bathroom in this facility.
Of all the places, while people are still working, let's go into the public bathroom and shoot up this fucking blood like he's doing fucking heroin in front of this.
He's going like this on the fucking vein.
Well, yeah.
With a broken mirror. Again, this is like a government facility, and it looks like something like in a rundown neighborhood.
I feel like that must have been like a take two, right?
Maybe.
Because like he shot it up and maybe he punched the mirror and they broke it and they're like, oh, fuck, man, we didn't want you to break the mirror. And then they did a second take.
See it.
Maybe?
Yeah.
It could be.
I love how he doesn't like turn into goo like the doctor thought, but he just starts sweating profusely, and this like lab tech walks in and he's like, hey, Butler, are you okay? He's like leaning against like the fucking hand wash machine. He's like, leave me the fuck alone. And the guy's like, oh, okay,
he's
whoa.
Like, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, oh, yes, sir, bye.
And I love how then, Butler, he's not dying, but he's like feeling like, I guess, something going through his blood.
Yeah, now, this is what I want to talk about because now he's like back in his room, back in his office, and he has like all the lights are off and the shades are drawn and he's watching, or he's got a slideshow going of all the pictures that were from the camera that was popping off when his partner was getting eaten.
With a slide projector,
yeah. But I love this because This is before Wolf comes out. Do you remember Wolf with Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Have you ever seen it?
Not in a long time, but I know what you're talking about.
So there's a lot of things in that where, everything's inferred. You don't really see Jack Nicholson turn into a werewolf, but he gets like all heightened senses, right?
Right.
So he can hear shit that's like coming through vents from like down the hall in like his office building and like smelling things that he wouldn't normally smell. I think this is the first movie to do that.
I like it a lot.
I think they lifted it from this because that's exactly what happens,
He hears people through the vent making fun of him. He thinks this is a werewolf? What an asshole.
Yeah. So Barry Bostwick kicks the door and he's like, where's all the fucking blood? And he's like, I put it in me. Now we got a bunch of blood.
And his veins are all fucking like blue and they look off.
Dude, he looks like he's about to fucking keel over and die. It's like infected on his arm. Like it looks like shit.
Interesting thing I noticed. I'm assuming this is intentional. It's daytime.
Yeah.
Which I thought was an interesting angle to do this, because, like, obviously, if you read anything about werewolf mythology, that is a thing that can happen. Mm-hmm. But generally speaking, it's related to the full moon. 9 times out of 10, at least. I mean, especially in movies. So I thought it was kind of interesting that this starts to just affect him because he just fucking injected himself with it. It's not like he was bit.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it's at least that's the way I read the situation. Is like it just is reacting differently. It's still going to do what it's going to do, but differently.
The lore in this movie is a little bit different than your standard werewolf affair, because it seems like when you become a werewolf in this universe, in this movie, you're just a werewolf all the time. You don't turn.
Well, there is a scene later.
I mean,
where
you do turn, but like I'm saying, you don't turn back into a human. You're just a fucking werewolf.
Agreed.
Until you get fucking killed,
right?
And then you turn back into
Yes, and they we're gonna get into it, but this is also a werewolf movie where if you get bitten or attacked by a werewolf, you don't just turn into one.
No. You don't.
Which obviously is another very common werewolf trope.
Well, so it doesn't rely on any of those tropes at all.
Which I think makes it better, honestly.
I think it's fucking cool. The only thing that it really hangs on is the silver bit, which we'll get to.
Yeah, which I'm fine with that because it works. The plot wraps around that very well. But yeah, he's in his office. Miller's giving him a rash of shit, and he overhears that conversation. But he smells blood because one of the lab techs cuts herself.
Oh, she pops like a beaker or something. And he just like instantly perks up and he's like walking down the hallway. He hears
nostrils flaring.
He hears people like fucking in another room.
Yeah, what was that about? That was a weird insert.
Well, we're going to get to that because this is the only weird part of the movie for me, because he hears people fucking. He goes in to kill that professor that's working at whatever. Yeah. And he grabs her, and then there's like a fucking there's like a fade cut.
Yeah, but I do love that shot where he has like, if you in the video version, he has the wolf hand and behind his back. It's cool.
Yeah, and then he like grabs her or whatever. But it's such a weird transition because it like fades to black and fades back up. He's gone, and it's almost insinuated that she was like raped. But I don't know if that's really, because there's a big cut on her leg specifically, and there's one on her shoulder, like under her skirt and stuff. So
what I would guess is just they had to shoot those separately, and it wasn't jiving as a straight let's keep it rolling. Maybe something was just different enough between shots that they had to do a fade down and fade back up. But that's all I can think of.
Yeah, but then he's not fully transformed. But then we cut back to the office anyway.
Oh,
and
right, it's weird
because this professor goes in and he's like, and a bunch of people run to her aid. Probably Barnes and that other guy were fucking in the other room. That's what that was.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, my God. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So that's why nobody else was in the lab. So anyway.
that's okay. Sure. That happens. Why not? Sense. It's the 90s.
It makes sense. So
let me get my pants on real quick. Oh, someone was attacked.
Did you hear somebody scream? No. So it turns out that there's like a dude professor there, and he goes in going after Butler because he's like, what the fuck, what did you do? So now Butler is fully transformed into a fucking werewolf.
Again, I think the lighting really sells this werewolf suit for me because they never really blast it with straight light. It's always in the dark.
It's always in the dark. We got a lot of Dante-esque lighting in this with the blinds, the light coming through the Venetian blinds and all that kind of thing.
I love it.
I love it too. It looks great. And there's also fog going over the projector, and it kind of reminded me of that scene in Gremlins anyway, where the gremlin breaks out of the cage in the teacher's classroom.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So he's like, what the fuck? Hey, what the fuck, butler? And he's like, and he just like hops the table and fucking mauls this guy.
This poor bastard. So then Miller comes in with the pistol with the silver bullets and blows him away.
He knows exactly what's going on, dude. And he fucking puts 3 right in his chest, yeah.
And, we go to just the aftermath and they're hauling the bodies out. And Miller's talking to some agent. He's like, oh, yeah, the woman that survived, after they get the bodies down there, yeah, bring her down too and dispose of the body. It's like, oh, shit, this guy is what a cold-hearted motherfucker.
It's even more clandestine than that because he's like, yeah, here's the thing or whatever. And by the way,
hands are like a weapon of some kind.
And he's like, by the way, put her in cryonics too when you're done. And he's like, because they have Barry Bostwick tells them not to do an autopsy, put this body right in the cryogenics lab, cryo-freeze. And yeah, he covers up the whole fucking thing. He he doesn't burn it all, but he gets rid of all the evidence that the project was going on and like everybody that was working on it. And then we fucking hard cut, baby. It's 1994.
Right, and we
get the same lab.
Yeah, and we get introduced to our actual character. I mean, Miller obviously comes back, but our main leads, starting with Dr. Anna.
Oh, yeah.
Played by Kim Delaney, who I did not see was in, she's in a decent amount of stuff, but specifically a movie that you've talked to me about, and a friend of the show, Monsters Never Die cover, Body Parts. She plays Jeff Fahey's wife.
Yeah, Body Parts. That's such a great movie. She's also in Hunter's Blood, which is another good one, which is like, your standard, like, people go on a trip and there's like killer hillbillies.
Oh, okay.
And then she's also in an episode of Tales from the Crypt called The Sacrifice, and she's in that with Michael Ironside is in that one. So that's a great one where there's like this guy committing like insurance fraud, and he basically like is trying to like fuck this old rich guy's wife, but then it turns out, well, that's a spoiler, but it turns out that like Michael Ironside is actually her boyfriend. So Anna is working, Kim Delaney is working on a synthetic tissue project.
What are they called? Something like Terrafirm, Biofirm, or something like that?
I think it's called like Biofirm or I think it's like Biofirm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I forget. I haven't written
it looks like the fucking mood slime on like at a quick glance.
Kinda.
Well, I thought she was over there like, you worth this piece of slime, but it's just like, it looks like a salmon steak, honestly. She's
sleeping with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
maybe. No, it's synthetic tissue created from metal and other living tissue.
Yeah.
Why they're doing it out of metal, they don't really explain, but they are talking about curing cancer and doing full body skin grafts for burn victims and all kinds of things like that. I'm not exactly sure what the fuck it has to do with metal and why they don't. There's a lot of like pseudoscience bullshit in this, but they're pretty good about being like, even though most of it's bullshit, they're pretty good about covering their bases in terms of like making it sound believable.
Yeah, I mean, you might even have mentioned this in the plot crunch, but it's kind of that thing where it's like, hey, they want to have this thing have extra armor, I guess, later in the film. So they're like, oh, well, every time we put it on a body part, it starts to get really hard like metal.
So the whole plot point for that is that Barry Bostwick has the gnome, but I'm going to get to that in a second.
Yeah.
That's a side effect that happens.
Right. Well, right.
The side effect is that the skin hardens. It's not supposed to harden.
Right.
But that's the side effect of it. By the way, we're introduced to Dean Schofield here.
Yeah, we get a bunch of characters because she gets a phone call from the rec room. Of course, they got a rec room in the MDU. Of course, there's some kind of hangout for these scientists.
I'm into it. I think it never feels forced.
No,
you know what I mean. Like, and it's a good way to like introduce everybody. It's that kind of like Aliens mess hall kind of thing.
Now, is this Ferraro?
Ferraro, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Dean Schofield. And he does, he's the voice for Johnny Sasaki in all of the Metal Gear games.
Yeah, that was kind of wild to read.
Yeah, I thought that was nuts. And I was like, oh, there's another B-movie actor. First, we got the one in Guyver 2.
Oh, yeah, David Hayter.
David Hayter is in fucking Guyver 2. And then Dean Schofield.
If they ever make a Metal Gear Solid movie, I guess we got to cover it. I don't know.
He's also the dad in Prehysteria 2, so maybe we should come back around to the Prehysteria franchise.
Well, don't eat any haggis burgers, Joe, if you get it from Elvis.
That one's about a rich kid who happens upon the dinosaurs by accident.
Oh, like he needs another handout.
Well, he's one of those, he's one of those lonely kids because he's a rich kid. He's got no friends and nobody wants to hang out with him.
I get it.
Boo fucking who.
we get introduced to a few other characters here. Colonel Hammond or General Hammond, played by I think William G. Clark. We also get I didn't write all these actors' names down, but we get the characters of Roger and Larry, and we get an MDU alumni. I didn't even write her fucking name down because she's goddamn Sindel from Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Lucetta Vander.
Yeah, playing Debbie.
Yeah, she's Sindel in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and she's Lash in Oblivion. Remember that movie that you picked up on the show? You're like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, yeah.
Oblivion and Backlash, Oblivion 2. She's in as she's like a whip toting bad guy.
You know what's funny? When I looked her name up, just because of
villainous,
course, I had to. I go on YouTube and it's like one of those like TBS great shows or great movies for guys that love movies or some bullshit.
Oh
it was like
God,
an interview with her.
That.
And
great movies for guys who love movies.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. And the interviewer was like, when you did this movie, did you know martial arts before that? And she's like, oh no, when I got on set, they were teaching me. And you could tell even the interviewer was like, huh.
That's a big deep dive we go into in Mortal Kombat Annihilation episode where like people like just didn't know what the fuck they were doing on that movie.
But I will say that she's actually good in this movie, so maybe she just like was shackled by a terrible script in that film.
She's fine. She also has one of my favorite accents, which is a South African accent.
Yeah,
it always reminds me of the Chris Lilly bit. Natasha, my outlook.
Yeah. She's. I mean, they're all
or like Chappie or something.
Yeah. Like they're all scientists, but they each have a little bit different of a role. Like Roger's kind of like the guy that monitors like the X-ray and the radiology part. Yeah. And Sindel or Debbie or whatever you want to call her.
Debbie.
She's gonna be Dr. Sindel. She also is kind of like the tech person, as you find out later in the film.
Yeah.
And
she's kind of like the security person.
Yeah,
too.
and I feel like all of these characters were I liked them. I didn't have a problem with any of them. It wasn't one of those movies where you go in and you want people to die.
No, everybody's likable and everybody doesn't. So pivoting from that,
sure.
Barry Bostwick comes in and wants to.
Well, I want him to die. He's about the only one I wanted to die.
Well, he's the slime. He's the corporate slime ball.
Yeah.
But he finds out about the project and the progress they've made with the skin grafts. And knows the side effects. He even says it to him. He's like, "Oh yeah." He brings him all into the room and he's like, "Here's your pamphlets or whatever, your movie bills, or
right.
and or your play bills." And he's like, "I know all the good stuff that happened and all the side effects that happened." And he knows exactly that this shit will turn into metal if it's grafted on something. So he's like, "Oh my God, I remember my partner who's a fucking werewolf. Let's defrost that motherfucker because we're ready for human trials, baby."
Well, of course he doesn't tell anybody that.
No, and they're like, "What are you talking about? Like, we're not moving to human trials." He's like, "I know what you can do and what you can't do. You could do it. Don't worry about it, baby."
He's getting shit from Anna, Ferraro, even Hammond's like, "You can't just do this." Miller, he's like, "I just did."
All of them, and he's like, "I'll fucking cancel this project and fire you all, get you all like ruin your names, you know what I mean, in the scientific world.
Well, I'll take it to somebody else if you don't want to do it and take all your fucking research.
Yeah, and your funding too.
Yeah. So he says, "I'm going to get you cadavers," like Joe just said, rather than live test subjects, because he has a plan. He just, of course, doesn't tell them because that would ruin his plan.
Yeah. But again, to your point, so we meet everybody. Yeah. Everybody's together in here. They're not for it at all. But like you said, like everybody's like super likable.
Yeah.
And they're all pretty like. Nobody's like making deals with Barry Bostwick or anything. Like everybody thinks this is like inane and like not good for anyone. Yeah. They shouldn't be doing the testing on these fucking even if it's a cadaver. Like it's not ready for that yet. You know what I mean?
You kind of expect in a movie like
morality they have.
Yeah. Even Hammond, like, and not to immediately assume like the leadership is going to be slimy, but you kind of go into a lot of these movies thinking like, oh, this guy's in charge. He's going to fucking do a backdoor deal with Miller. But he even is like down to his final scene is like not into the idea at all. And I really kind of enjoyed that aspect.
He was a good dude through and through. Yeah, man. Agreed. They also set up a little thing here because Barry Bostwick's like giving him the rundown and everything, but he's also like looking at the General's coin collection.
Oh, Two-Face's coins.
Two-Face's coin is there, yeah.
Yeah, that's the ones Batman threw up and tried to grab.
I managed to get every one of them in my collection that Batman threw at Harvey Dent.
Oh yeah, that's obviously a little foreshadowing for later, but you're right, he has like a magnifying glass.
No, but it's just like a great little thing, and then he like flips the coin back to him or whatever. Yeah. It's not even part of the conversation.
I love how he turns to all the scientists because they're all pissed about this. He's like, what, you scientists, you don't know how to have any fun?
Yeah. He's like, this is how you do have fun, right? You fucking operate on dead bodies or something.
Then he goes down to the literal Umbrella Lab. This fucking gallery, too. You got to do on a flight of stairs, like looking over his shoulder, making sure no one sees him.
Dude, Austin Powers is down there. Stallone is in that fucking gallery. Simon Phoenix is there.
Walt Disney's head's down there.
They're all lined up.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
And he goes in there.
That's what I heard.
The tyrant's in there somewhere.
Oh, you know he is, yeah,
He's about to break out.
Yeah, big time.
But yeah, we get this full body shot of Butler with his dick hanging out and everything. Yeah. And he's like, all right, friend, time to wake you up. And you're like, okay, this is not going to end well. Slam cut to the fucking kitchen where I guess they just said, I guess we'll store this body in the fucking meat freezer. And Ramon, the head chef, is pissed. He's like, we need to do some holy water. So we need to get this place, like, the bad juju out of here.
The best is the reveal of that, though, because he's freaking out. You're like, what is this guy's problem? Why does he want it, like, blessed or whatever? And then they open the door to the fridge where all the food is and the fucking body's in there.
Miller's a motherfucker, like, and then he tries to, like, explain this away to Hammond. He's like, they're like, why would you deliver a body there? And he's like, well, we had to do what we had to do. What's the big deal? He's like, I got you the body. You just work on it.
Because they also don't have proper facilities for this, right? There is no morgue there because that's not that type of laboratory, like where they're working.
And like, what did he do? Just lug that up himself? Like, because he's not telling anybody about this.
He said, well, it's weird. Oh, never mind. He lies to them because it's in the. He goes, yeah, we got it from Virginia.
Well, yeah, because he has like the paperwork.
Yeah,
paperwork.
Yeah, that's all done up. Yeah, doctored.
I love how he hands it to Dr. Anna, and she already smells bullshit from a mile away.
She is so
on top of her game, honestly.
Yeah, I was going to say resilient, but that's not the fucking word.
You're good. I mean, come to find out she is, if you include the rest of the film.
She's refutable, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like she's just not having it. You know what I mean? She's like, I can smell this bullshit a mile away, like you said. And
she even has like a line, something along the this seems too perfect, too quick. Like it's something's off.
Yeah, none of it feels right.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not saying I won't do it.
Yeah.
But you got to understand, this is fishy.
Yeah. She's not afraid. She just doesn't want to be a part of like some skeezy bullshit that's going on, like some government conspiracy shit. So, we go right to that operating table, baby, because we're taking a big. We got fucking Butler on the table now.
Oh my god, this is great.
And they cut out a big portion of his thigh and like put this giant piece of this biofilm like in his leg.
Yeah, again, it looks like a fucking salmon steak, like one of those Gordon's fish salmon steaks, which I had one the other day. They're damn good.
Fatty salmon, dude.
Thanks, Gordon's. But yeah, you're 100% right. And then we kind of like
they seal it up with like this laser.
Oh, that was cool. And I was waiting for that to come back, but
it's funny because like it looks just like the laser from Alien that Ash uses to cut the facehugger off of Kane.
Yeah. You're
John
100%
Hurt
right.
himself.
Yeah.
You think John Hurt was like, I'm gonna take that laser with me?
I think he has it somewhere in Baby. He's got that mounted on the top like a machine gun.
Sold it to the U.S. government.
Maybe. Yeah.
And now they're putting skin grafts on werewolves.
Real quick, when we jumped to 1994, I forgot to mention this. They specifically call this out like on screen that this is the new U.S. secret operations facility, which I thought was funny as hell. I know it wasn't meant to be funny, but I was like, oh, come on, new. But yeah,
remember that with the umbrella incident? What are you talking about? It's a new facility.
We'll get to it. But yeah, Roger's monitoring like the body to make sure everything's like working, and then they do a lot of like smart cuts in this film to jump time with that work. They don't feel like you're not like, oh my god, what the hell just happened?
It's not jarring.
Yeah. So like they go from adding the one and then they cut and they've already added a ton to like the chest area.
This fucking cadaver is nearly coated in these pieces of skin. Yeah. Of these experimental pieces of skin.
Yeah. And Miller's watching the whole operation from behind like plate glass. And so Roger's like, oh, wait, there's something odd about the body.
After the fucking graft is nearly complete,
I know.
He's like, wait a minute, there's something in the chest.
They're like, how the hell didn't you notice that till now? He's like, well, I wasn't looking for it. Sorry. And then they start, of course, Miller, he knew what the fuck was going to happen. Course. They start pulling the silver bullets out. And that's the whole thing. Miller said, well, as long as those bullets don't come out of him, he'll be dead forever. But now he just doesn't give a fuck.
Well,
now it's like the experiment has got to the point where he just wants to see what happens.
Well, now it's kind of like this is the time for it to happen because now he's completely grafted.
Well,
and it's like, oh, okay, well, we're almost there. Okay, yeah, let him find those bullets. Take those bullets out, and we'll see what happens.
Well,
my monster will come to life.
Oh, right, exactly. Because even
that he thinks he can control.
Well, right, because
he wants a fucking indestructible werewolf to use for the U.S. government.
Well, yeah, because at some point earlier, like Butler's like, oh, you have the body of an animal and the mind of a human, which I don't think that's the case at all.
I don't think so.
But yeah, so they remove the bullets. And he just starts bleeding profusely immediately.
This scene is so great because they find the corpse wax, they take out the bullets, and they're like, what the fuck? And the guy's like, that looks like they're silver or whatever. Then the temperature of the corpse starts rising.
Meanwhile, Miller's like, Mr. Burns.
This is going to be good. And it's just such a well put together scene, and it's creepy as hell because they're like, oh my God, the body temperature's rising. Now he's bleeding, and now they have to like patch him up and stuff. And now they're getting like oxygen in him because now he's like breathing. It's like, dude,
oh my God,
this cadaver has been dead for 20 years and has been on ice. When you took him out, he was dead.
Yeah, DED.
Dead. And you fucking did all that shit to him and he didn't wake up at all.
Well,
all of a sudden you take these things out and he starts coming back to life.
The worst part of it, though, it was the whole reason why they didn't want to do this on a live person is because they knew it was going to be incredibly painful.
Yeah.
And it might just kill you from the side effects.
Yeah.
And now they literally, like you said, Joe, all over his fucking body they did this. And now Anna's having like a moment of crisis between that and then like realizing, wait, she says it a little bit later. Maybe we'll go deeper into it when we get to that part. But she's like, man, I have to like rethink my whole like life's philosophy of what happens when you die.
Yeah, which was kind of a pretty big moment for that character. It's a little weird, but it doesn't linger too long, so it's fine. It makes sense because she's like, how does that even happen? Because she's like, oh, life doesn't actually leave the body. It's like in the cells.
Yeah, you want to just talk about it real quick because
well, you mentioned it. So
she's talking to Sindel at one point, and Sindel comes over with the wine and the cheese doodles. She's like, I looked in your apartment, but I couldn't find you. And she goes, she goes into that, but she kind of explains her whole reason why she got into this skin grafting experiment in the first place.
Go ahead.
Was because as an intern at a burn unit, in a burn unit rather, there was a little girl that was brought in with burns 90% of her body. And she couldn't save her, and she just kind of thought, like, wow, if I was able to do something one day, I should. But then, like, seeing this guy come back to life, like Joe just said, well, maybe, like, there isn't an afterlife. Maybe your DNA is always in your bones, and maybe that could be brought back one day, and we just don't know.
Well, yeah, she has, like, this epiphany moment, right, where she questions her religion and life itself and, like, the afterlife, like you were saying, for all of the pseudo-science-y bullshit in this, which I'm totally fine with. Yeah. I love it. I'm into it. Like, instead of just like hand waving stuff, like they try to explain it.
I mean, they even talk about Sindel and I gotta call her fucking Sindel. Yeah. And Sindel and Anna, they do a pathology report on this guy because they're like, this is weird that Miller just randomly had this body. They might even have actually done it before they start adding the skin grafts on him because it's kind of a plot point that kind of goes throughout for about a 15-minute period.
They never question why he's come back to life, but they're like, you sent us this body, and they're shaking down Miller, and they're like, where the fuck has he come from? But none of them ever says like, how is this guy still alive? And if he's alive, like he's got brain death, like it's just a body that's functioning with no thought, like an automaton almost. It's fucking weird, and I'm not sure how that even works exactly, but that's one thing I like about this movie too, like you were saying before, like with the pathology report, because they keep questioning this fucking body, and Anna wants to dig deeper into who this guy is. So Debbie gets the results of the pathology report back, and there's like dirt in the hair. It turns out like before he died, like he had consumed raw meat, and there was adrenaline in the blood, meaning that he died violently, and that there was a piece of like dirt that was from the Danube River, which is close to Budapest. So they're like trying to piece it together what happened to this guy.
Because again, Miller keeps saying, oh, I don't know. I just got this body. I don't know who it is.
They don't just fall out of the sky.
Yeah, like I think like if it's not here, there's another scene where they literally get his name, but they can't access the file because it's like blocked by like some military bullshit.
Yeah, because they end up like printing the body. Like they take fingerprints from the body and they run it through the system. And he's like been blacklisted. Like, no, you can't see anything. Everything's been covered up.
I really like that subplot plot. Like I wasn't anticipating so much between those characters, but they ended up kind of being like a good team throughout, trying to figure out what the fuck's really going on.
Oh, big time. And I love how like everybody's out of the room discussing what they should do next. And Barry Bostwick comes in with like a fucking like trapper keeper. And he opens it up and he's like, hey Butler, how you doing? Welcome back. Remember this? And he opens up the folder and it's like pictures of the werewolf killing like his partner or whatever.
Right, the photos
he's
that
like,
were going off.
Maybe that'll jog your memory, baby.
And this guy's like convulsing.
And let me tell you something. John Marzilli as Butler, all of his stuff where he's on the table like writhing in pain and like doing the you know, like he can't breathe shit. It is just like, it's really good acting. Like it's believable. It's creepy. It's gross. I love it. It's really good.
Yeah, I like it a lot. And then we have,
and you know, this tortured man is on this fucking table. He's like flayed with all these fucking skin grafts on him in like immense pain.
Yeah, and while that scene's happening, Anna's like, I'm kind of confused if their apartments are in a different location or not, but she's sleeping in the office next to it, and she kind of sees Miller leave the room in a hurry.
Yeah.
And we get a great scene in this like game room where they're playing poker. And, you know, they're kind of like, what's wrong, Anna? Like, she's like, there's just something weird. Like, I saw Miller like leave the room, and I don't really know. And then Hammond's like, you're just trying to get out of this poker game. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
How you want to take me on? And she's like, all right, I don't know. And, you know, he's got a full house.
Yeah.
But she's got the royal flush. She takes the fucking pot. And actually, I take that back. She's talking about what she saw in the scene after that.
Yeah.
Where they're in the lab kind of trying to help this guy out, trying to sedate him. But now that they covered him in this fucking shit, they can't.
Yeah. Well, to your poker point.
To the
poker point, like I like that scene because it shows the camaraderie of everyone and kind of developing those characters and their relationships with each other. Which I really like. But yeah, to your point, like Larry's like trying to stick a fucking needle in this guy, and it's like the skin's already hardening now, so it just breaks off in his shoulder.
I love that, and they even show that a little later. It's still in his skin,
and they're like, "What the? Like, that's it, man! Like it's hardening. Like I don't know what to do."
Oh, and they keep joking about the food situation because Ramon he won't make any food, and they're like peanut butter sandwiches again.
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly again tonight. Butler ends up like pissing himself on the table, and they have to like make a makeshift catheter and all this stuff. And this is a weird part because like this cold-hearted motherfucker Miller, who has been, you know, like completely disregarding like human life and saying that this thing's an it and it's not a guy and all this stuff.
Yeah, he keeps saying that.
He's like, because he's like trying to separate himself from it, and he's like, it's just an experiment or something. But like, there's like this glimmer of like empathy here, or sympathy rather, because he's looking at Butler and he's like kind of tinging a little bit. He's like, is he in pain? You're like, yeah, he's in immense pain. He's like, well, can you give him some painkillers?
Yeah, like,
and I thought that was kind of weird. Like,
I can't get a read on this fucking guy because he's like, he
felt bad a little bit, I guess is my point.
He's like, oh, he could feel pain. I thought he would be able to feel pain. He shouldn't get any memory back. But it's like, dude, you're the one trying to jog his memory. So that's why you can't get a read on this fucking guy.
So this is where Anna prints him and they run a check on him. And then her and Debbie decide that she's going to break into Miller's office. So they literally have a Resident Evil key card rewriting scene. It's like,
and it's a red key card.
It's a red key card that you got to put in the machine and like rewrite it and everything. It's like a whole again, it's the best Resident Evil movie ever made. And in the process of this, Butler is now transforming.
Right.
Because it's nighttime and there's a full moon. See, now it's a little weird here because I don't know the rules exactly, but there is a full moon and it is nighttime and he does transform. So I don't know what exactly the rules are. But I think once he's a werewolf, he stays a werewolf.
Right. But man, we start to get into the shit right about now. Poor fucking Larry, man. He gets asked to make this catheter, so he's hanging out in the lab by himself. This motherfucker starts transforming. I mean, they do a great thing. They do this earlier too, where first his hand transforms, and you just see like the claws and the fur kind of come in.
Yeah, but they're like these little shots where it like pans up and then moves to a different shot. And like, you just see a little bit. It's really good. I like it.
But poor Larry. But his death is, oh my God. The way they kill these people is like incredible in this film.
It's a lot of it's cut away, surprisingly, but it's still satiated because there's like a blood spray on the window. But this is so he transforms into the wolf and we see him again and he looks like the wolf in the beginning. The werewolf in the beginning.
Yes.
And we have to note that.
He's not full Metalbeast yet.
No.
Even though I guess technically he should be, but yeah, you're right.
But now he's just like the regular werewolf. He has the skin grafts on him, but he looks like the werewolf in the beginning. It breaks out and now it's on the rampage like throughout the hallways of this hospital.
We get some werewolf vision.
Oh yeah, but it's not bad. It's not blurry or anything.
No.
They do this weird sound effect too that I really like. And it's kind of like a skewed, like if you like turn like an anamorphic lens, like if you like twist it, it like distorts. It kind of look like that kind of.
Yeah. One thing I do want to mention actually that really ratchets up the suspense in that scene where Larry does get killed.
Yeah.
He sees like the body's gone and he hears like growling, but he can't see anything.
Yeah.
So he's on the phone trying to get Deb and Ann on the phone, but they're in the middle of making that key card. So they are like, she goes to answer the phone and Deb's like, oh, hang that up. You're going to fuck up the encryption. They're going to find out we're doing this.
Well, there's a time code on the phone, so they'll know that they were there making the key card.
Right, exactly. And that's why they don't find out right away he's dead.
I thought that was a great story device, plot device.
But yeah, you're right. Meanwhile, the werewolf's walking around while they're doing this bullshit.
Yeah. I love when they go in and the colonel's there and the general, well, Miller's there and the general, and they're like, what the fuck happened? There's blood all over the place. And there's one big bloody paw print.
That was fucked up.
And Barry Bostwick like looks around and like kind of squidges it out with his foot.
Oh, yeah.
Wipes it out. He's like, I don't know what happened here. He must be a madman.
I love Hammond. He like, you could see, he's like,
yeah.
Miller, the fuck?
Well, they don't know it's a werewolf. They just think he's crazy.
And Hammond says multiple times, like, listen, I don't care what the fuck happens to this thing. I just care about my people. And Miller's like, oh, okay, pal.
Yeah, whatever you say. Don't kill it, okay? So they end up conducting a search for Butler Beast. And they spread out. And there's like other like disposable like security guards.
Yeah,
that are here.
We do get a scene too where Miller breaks in, or not Miller, Anna breaks into Miller's office with a paperclip.
Right, it's in conjunction with the Metalbeast, with the werewolf breaking out.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, she gets access with the key card, and then she opens up his desk drawer with the paperclip and finds like a wooden box full of silver bullets and a gun.
Yeah, and the ones that he took earlier that they pulled out of the body, like I guess to keep them for evidence.
Yeah.
And she hears him coming, and she kind of skedaddles
out.
Silver,
man, they're expensive.
Yeah. But yeah, like you're saying, in the meantime, this thing's fucking walking around. She has no clue.
No, they don't even. She has no idea. And they're like, what's the guy's name? The little guy.
Oh, Roger. This guy.
Roger's like, oh my god, Larry's dead. And she's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, and then she goes to the scene, and it's like it's a disaster and a half.
Yeah, it's a mess. And then we cut to outside. And there's this great shot of this. There's like a lake in front of this place. And there's a security guard walking down it. It's just fucking cool, man. Like, it just looks really cool. It looks like you're walking outside of the Spencer mansion. Like, when when you go out that one door where you have to put the like the eagle medal and stuff in the first game.
Yeah.
And you go around to the fountain.
Well,
it looks like that. And then we cut, and this werewolf is on top of the building, and it like jumps off and like mauls this guy, rips him in half.
I do enjoy that consistent point that this creature, a lot of the kills, at least early on, are it pouncing.
Yeah, it's
like
cool.
It has a kill method.
Yeah.
This was one of those scenes I definitely remember seeing as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
We also do have a quick scene when Hammond and Miller send the security guide off. Hammond kind of pulls Ferraro off to the side and was like, hey, get to the metal shop and get some fucking silver, because if this is what we think it is, I'm not fucking around. Go try to find something to kill this thing.
Not even silver. I don't even know what.
Oh, he doesn't know silver yet. You're right.
No,
you're right.
I don't even know what he.
Just something.
Yeah, I guess because it doubles as an armoury. The metal shop,
which we find out later,
because they want like heavy artillery.
Right.
Because there's molds for things that we're going to use later.
I guess they do go into the silver mentality after they do, because Miller comes out as his security guard's getting fucking mauled, and he has the pistol again, and he doesn't kill Butler this time, but he does shoot him.
Well, they also hose him down with like,
what the fuck was that?
I don't know, like fire extinguishers, like Toka and Razor fucking fire extinguishers that like transform him back into a dude.
Yeah, that was weird, but only
halfway, which is really cool. There's a scene real quick I just want to mention because Dipping Birds came up on the Alien episode I did with Tony.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
And this thing hates fucking dipping birds.
Yeah.
Because it crushes one like on top of the fucking desk. I just thought that was funny. So they spray this thing with these fire extinguishers, and they bring it back into the lab, and they put it on the slab, and yeah, he's like half transformed.
It's cool.
It's fucking awesome. And they're still trying to like operate on him, and what's his name?
Roger. He tries to stab him again. You can see like the old needle that got stuck still in there.
He's got a fucking power drill trying to get through the skin, and it's like making sparks and it's crazy.
A fucking Dremel. They can't get into this thing at all.
No.
So they're like outside the room, and Miller's there, Anna's there, Ferraro's there, I think. Basically, whoever's still alive. Yeah. And Anna's like, you know what? We might have to just kill this fucking thing.
Well, no, they're like, we gotta sedate him. And he's like, where do I stick the needle? And she's like, I don't know, stick him in the fucking eye with it.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, stick it in the eye.
Yeah.
This poor bastard.
Like, well, what else is he supposed to do?
Anyway, I gotta go. So her and Ferraro like leave Roger to do that by himself.
But going back to what we were talking about earlier, because he has, hypersensitive of senses now, he hears this whole conversation.
Yeah.
And, Butler, if you've been watching the movie or listening to what we had to say, he ain't going out without a fucking fight.
Oh, no.
So he just fucking plays dead.
And he ends up like ripping out of the thing, but simultaneously with this, Anna goes back into Miller's room to get his gun with the silver bullets, and they're gone.
Right, because they're not fucking around with this anymore.
No, and Miller's going to protect himself if he has to.
Well, he leaves a file there.
But the file is there, and she opens it up, and she sees all the photos from Budapest and all of the stuff about the werewolf and the blood and all that shit. And she's like, oh my God, it's a werewolf. And she doesn't say that.
Yeah, I love, though, how there's even a note that Miller writes on there like, too late, Dr. Anna.
Is there really?
Or Dr. DeCarlo.
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's not to her.
Well, either way, she's like, too late. Is the point is at the top of the picture folder, what have you?
I didn't catch that.
Oh yeah. No. And this is where Ferraro now is getting the silver to make something, and he has all those fucking coins, and he literally starts melting them down. I don't know why they have this stuff there. But
yeah.
We cut back and forth to him a couple times while other shit's happening while he's making whatever he's making.
But that's such a good like payoff, like having the coin collection, and then he's like, "I got it, baby," and he goes in and just like puts them all in like a big thing.
Harvey Dent died for this.
Oh no, my Two-Face collection's gone. So they're looking around. Metalbeast gets out, kills Roger, this poor son of a bitch.
Oh, I love they do like almost like Jurassic Park. The hand comes out on his head around the door frame.
So here we go. Now I'm not sure. I gotta ask him, but I'm not sure if Kane Hodder's the Metalbeast.
Now is this point on him? Is that where you're going with this?
Right now, when Butler transforms, he is this 8-foot tall killer porcupine looking monster werewolf thing with all the metal grafted onto him, right? All the metal skin. Now in this suit is Kane Hodder. I don't know if Kane Hodder played all of the werewolves. I gotta ask him.
I mean, he's been a goddamn alligator, supposedly.
Well, he's definitely Metalbeast TM right now.
Yeah, oh my God.
He picks up Roger and like slams his head through a it's cool because you just by the body language, like you can tell it's Kane in the suit. Yeah. He slams his head through a glass door and then like throws him across the room. And it's just so funny because like, this is the first time I think that Beakler and Kane Hodder work together.
Oh, okay.
I think because then they come back or no, this is the second time.
Okay.
Because part 7 is before this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Part 7 comes out before this. So,
of course,
Beakler directed that and did all the makeup for that. So
now, how do you feel about this design? Because I like this a lot. Now, when they do some of the close-ups on the face, I think it kind of loses me a little bit. We don't get a lot of them. There's like 2 or 3 shots. I'm like, that doesn't look great. But any far shot or anything, anytime it's just kind of coming after someone, I was like, whoa, that is an intimidating motherfucker. I really like the design of this. And it's one of the first times that I've seen this done this early. I think Dog Soldiers like perfected it, but it's having the harnesses that your legs go in where the legs are bent backward like a dog. Yeah.
So it's like stilts kind of working in the suit. And I don't know if that's just for the far shots. But I really like the design of this beast, I don't know. It's cool. He looks like a crazy raccoon, porcupine, werewolf, monster. He's fucking cool.
I like it a lot. I mean, I'm nitpicking here a little
And he's got
bit.
like these glowing red eyes.
Yeah.
I love that.
And at this point, like, not that the movie's really been messing around, but we've been kind of getting the plot out of the way.
Yeah.
Now shit's just fucking full steam, baby.
Yeah.
Because Hannah specifically is like, now, like, okay, I have to kill this guy. Like, we have to end his suffering. We can't have this guy just killing people. And, you know, if he gets out of here, everyone's fucked. So she's going back to the lab, and she opens up the elevator door. And this thing is just standing right there in front of her.
So good, dude. This fucking door opens and it's just like, bruh. Now,
okay,
the callback. The callback to the cross. Now, I don't know what exactly the deal is, because like you can apply it to the werewolf lore, but werewolves don't. I mean, unless it's silver, it's a silver cross.
That's the only thing I could think of. But again, is it just maybe something I don't know?
It wouldn't. No, it wouldn't react. It's not a vampire.
Yeah,
they're susceptible to silver, and so are vampires. But it's just they're not susceptible to crosses.
I feel like they could have just cut that, honestly. It doesn't add. Okay, it gets delayed. It hesitates for a second. Yeah. That's it.
And again, we've talked about this before, where like the original lore of vampires and werewolves and ghouls all kind of originate from the same kind of story, and then have split off and become separate entities, but were originally kind of all the same.
Yeah. But I do like that it hesitates, even if I think it's a little silly, the reason, because then she kind of gets the fuck out of Dodge while this thing is just destroying this door in this awesome fashion.
Oh man, just rips it apart. It's so good.
So we cut back to Ferraro. He's finished up whatever he's making with this silver.
Dude.
He's putting these silver tips on fucking rockets.
He's making fucking bazooka shells.
I don't know. Oh, sorry, I jumped the gun a little bit there. We'll get there.
With giant silver cone tips on the tops of them.
It's kind of great. Him and Sindel are there. Anna runs in. He's like, all right, I got a couple of these motherfuckers. Yeah. He's only got 3.
I mean, only 3.
Well, that's
a lot of shots.
Yeah, and these are. We come to find out these things do a lot of damage. I mean, it's an RPG, for God's sake.
Yeah, it's a rocket. It's a rocket. So we get this scene real quick with Barry Bostwick and the general.
Oh, man.
And they're in the kitchen. And poor fucking Ramon, I don't even know why he's there. He refused to cook, but he's dead on the ground.
We're going to be eating peanut butter sandwiches for a long time now.
Forever.
Yeah, I love this scene because Hammond is just like, again, just wants his people out of there to be safe. And he doesn't want this. He's like, fuck this thing. He's like, fuck this experiment. We got to get the hell out of here. We got to protect my people. And Miller's like, huh. All right, pulls the pistol out. He's like, nah, Hammond, I don't think we're going to do that. And then just basically tells him to throw his gun down on his walkie-talkie.
He's basically like, stick around, and he like shoots him in the legs.
Yeah, blows his kneecaps out.
His fucking kneecaps out.
He's like, you son of a bitch. He's like, yeah, hang out a little.
He gets Charnetski'd.
Oh my God.
Son of a bitch, you shot my leg.
He walks away in the most evil bad guy way possible, and you just see this like motherfucking shadow come up.
He quips and leaves. He's got some good Barry's got some good lines.
He's got some great lines.
Man, when you see that shadow come up, like it's almost like the Velociraptor scene in Jurassic Park. Man, I guess because it's in the kitchen.
No, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, he comes up behind him, and this poor bastard can't run or do anything. Doesn't have his gun.
He tries to back up, but it doesn't matter.
He's got this giant monster looming over him. And picks him up off the ground, and they do this a couple times. I'll forever love that, a monster or a bad guy grabbing somebody and lifting them off their feet. This is the one time, and then we'll do one later.
Yeah.
But he lifts him off his feet and presumably rips off his head, because the last thing we see is him grab the top of his head, and then it cuts to the floor and there's all blood all over it.
I do love too. The pin of that scenario is. He gets lifted so high, he just gets pulled right out of frame, and you just hear like this thing start biting into him.
It's so good. Like and like you were saying before we got in recording, you were like, oh, they don't show too many of the kills, but you're not unsatisfied from them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Which so many films you've seen or we've talked about on this show where that isn't the case. But yeah, they just really, really well done execution.
It's off screen, but it's not a cutaway.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
And you get enough of the red stuff that you're satisfied with what you do see.
It's not like, oh, you're about to see the impact and then we cut away. Yeah. We're just doing it off screen, but then like getting the periphery of what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, especially this scene. I mean, before he gets his head presumably ripped off, he does get a slash across the top of the head, and this thing's growling, his face drooling. It's great.
It's really cool, and the animatronic face looks amazing.
We get a scene before the remaining people go about their business to kill this thing, where they convince Debbie Debbie Sindel, whatever you want to call her, to basically lock down the facility. Mm-hmm. She does that, and then they're kind of going after the monster. But before they could do anything, Miller, he's got the gun trained on them. He's like, He's like, you're not doing shit. He's like, drop those weapons. And I kind of love how Ferraro just hands Anna the fucking actual, like, RPG.
Well, like, pushes her out of the room with
yeah. And her and Sindel book it, and Ferraro won't get out of the fucking doorway. He's like, you'd have to go over my cold, dead body. Like, bad thing to say to this guy.
Very much is like, okay. And he shoots him right in the fucking shoulder.
Oh, my God. On some level, I'm like, all right, got shot in the shoulder. He'll be fine. And then later when you see like how much damage, it's just like, wow, he really got fucked up by that.
There's like a main artery there, dude.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit.
I'm pretty sure.
But he's on the ground. Like, he's not moving. So it's like, oh, maybe he did die. And I want to say, and I didn't write this down, so maybe I'm misremembering this, but I want to say Miller walks over his fucking body, steps on him.
He like rolls him over and then walks over him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But this is great because so now we go down into the cryo lab, and they're like, and Debbie's like, I thought this was like decommissioned. I didn't even know this was down here.
I love how she just guesses the code, by the way. Okay.
It's Barry Bostwick's birthday. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, it might have been. It might have been in that file folder. For all we know.
Either way, yeah, you're right. They do get in there.
It's great too because now, dude, this looks just like, again, Resident Evil at the end of the first game. This looks like the when you go down an Umbrella lab and the chimeras are there, and then when you get to the tyrant room, that's what this looks like. There's a giant fucking glass tube with the cryo tube.
Yeah.
And there's like multiple ones down there. Again, Mike Myers is down there, Stallone,
Walt Disney's head. Obviously.
Wesley Snipes, they're all there.
I think Steve Urkel might even be in there, according to an episode of, I think, Futurama or The Simpsons.
Oh my God.
But yeah, they're down there. They're kind of... Fucking Anna almost wastes one of these missiles.
Dude, she's like, we gotta put a stop to this. And she's like, don't shoot the fucking glass tube, but like, save it. These are silver-tipped RPGs. We need them to kill the impenetrable werewolf.
Yeah, and so she kind of hesitates after that, and Miller walks in with the pistol like, yeah, maybe don't do that. And this guy really, again, like Wesker,
this
Spencer, cigarette smoking man, thinks they're constantly in control.
This is the Wesker moment, dude.
100%. Literally.
It literally is the same thing because he comes in and he's like, he's waxing to them about his plan and what's going to happen and he's going to kill them. And Metalbeast fucking turns the corner and like just smacks Barry Bostwick in the face and like cuts his whole face up.
But he's like, oh, it's me.
It's me.
The funniest thing about this scenario, though, is he gets knocked on his ass. He gets up, fixes the tie.
Oh, it's so good.
Gets thrown into like a fucking a metal grate. Gets up, fixes his hair, and then this thing is like, fuck this, and just boom right through the chest.
Dude, it's the tyrant from Resident Evil 1. Dude, he sticks his fucking hand through him and lifts him up, and he's holding him up, and it's this wide shot of the Metalbeast with Barry Bostwick on his hand.
And its claw fingers are really just long in this form.
Well, I think at one point it like shoots them out and they get like longer.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that? It's really awesome. And like, it's such a good, like, the bad guy death. You know what I mean? He gets smacked around and then stabbed through the stomach. It's great.
And he's like in the air like, oh!
Dude, he gets gutted, man.
But then we cut to Debbie and Anna trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. And the werewolf kind of comes up on them, and Anna fucking just... She goes down on one knee and fires this fucking thing, and she totally misses!
He goes right over his head and, like, blows the wall up.
Whoopsie!
And in turn, like, it brings some of the facility down. Anna gets a rebar right through, like, rod, like, right through her ankle. Oh, my God, dude. I remember, like, watching this as a kid and being like, that is one of the most cringiest things that I've ever seen. Oh, it just unlocked a memory. I remember seeing this in my old house in Bricktown, and I used to play in the basement a lot. And for whatever reason, I think my dad was doing some kind of mason thing, but he had rebar in the basement. And I saw this movie and I went down there and like picking it up and like I just remember like seeing it in my head and be like, oh my God, remember that time when that lady got it through her foot?
Yeah. She pulls it out like a champ.
Yeah, but it's like skin crawling. And she pulls this out and I'm like, oh my God. Because then she just like wraps it up with like a fucking handkerchief.
Rips off,
her belt of her lab coat.
I like that. I thought that was cool.
I thought it was cool.
So then this thing gets covered in like, debris and it knocks Debbie the fuck out. So then she's just trying to get the hell away from it because it pops out of the rubble.
It's great.
And she's like, oh, fuck. So she tries to run away with this fucked up foot and she does a pretty damn good job.
I mean, there's a bunch of scenes where like she just gives up on the foot, like acting wise.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
She should be like hopping around. It's a piece of rebar through your entire foot.
Yeah, I do like when she's first running down like this corridor to get away from when we get a lot of like the POV from the monster.
Oh, there's great POV. There's I love how all the grating on the floor. I love when they shoot a light through the grating of the floor and like it illuminates the monster or whomever's there. They do that in Leprechaun 4 and like Freddy vs. Jason and stuff.
And Terminator.
And Terminator, yeah.
This is a very Terminator-esque ending, I will argue.
It's cool because it does a loop. So she like it like chases her through this thing and she ends up back where she was. With all the debris on the ground.
Yeah, and this is cool because she doesn't see Debbie anymore. She's like, oh, what the fuck happened to her? So then the werewolf's right on, or the Metalbeast, I should say, is right on top of her, but she's kind of like, you think she's just cowering and has given up? But then you notice this like electrical cord that's hanging down.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, and as it's like walks right on the grate, she like kicks it and it hits the fucking grate and electrocutes it for just a couple of seconds, just enough to get away.
Zaps his ass, yeah.
And Sindell's like, I got one of the fucking rockets. She shoots this motherfucker in the leg.
She's like, get down. She launches this thing and it just pierces this thing's leg.
Yeah, she's like, and now you will die. I probably fucked the line up, but you know what I'm talking about.
Too bad you will die.
She's like Ada-wong with that thing.
Yeah.
And I love it because Metalbeast grabs it and like pulls it out of its leg and it was complete with like this pop noise. Like, it's great.
So now they're on their literal last leg trying they're like, what the fuck are we going to do?
Yeah. Good thing Ferraro comes out of nowhere to save the day. I got one last shell.
It's great.
It's so good. And they're like, fucking load it up. They all jump behind some boxes. Metalbeast comes walking. Tyrant comes walking over.
Now. Anna now. Anna now. She fucking fires this thing. This is like a hamburger explosion, man.
It's so good. This silver tipped rocket hits this thing and it fucking explodes all over the place.
It is a beautiful explosion.
It's so satisfying and awesome, man. It's great.
Yeah, I kind of love it. And they're just getting covered in blood and the biofirm or terror, whatever.
Biofirm is what it's called.
Yeah. And they're just hobbling out of this fucking facility, like as smoke's billowing out of it.
Dude, we're getting picked up in the Stars helicopter. No, that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Chicken Shit Vickers is there.
Yeah. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, wow.
There's biofirm, like Sean said, like all over everybody, like the splatter from the monster.
Yeah.
And some of it drops on the ground and they walk away off into the sunset. And it's just like T-1000 because it starts to like bubble at the end. And you're like, uh-oh, Metalbeast is going to like what? Reform itself? Regrow itself?
Maybe? I don't know. It's kind of like a Ticks ending where it's like if they wanted to explore it, where they have an option, but you're kind of like just okay with the idea like, something else probably happened after, but I'm good.
Dude,
I'm good.
I got to tell you something. I would totally take a Metalbeast too.
I mean, maybe not now, but
in the right hands now.
You think so?
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, going back and like doing something like this now, I think would be a lot of fun and probably not super expensive either.
Maybe we could get a spiritual successor and you kind of play off the ending. I don't know. Maybe
could be.
But that's Project Metalbeast.
DNA overload, depending on what home video release you watch.
Yeah, I read that has a bunch of different names all over different countries.
There's Metalbeast, there's Project Metalbeast, DNA overload, right? Yeah. So where are we putting this?
This is on the fucking shelf, like without a doubt. I mean, this, again, I talked about this earlier in the episode about how not only do I like this movie a lot, but it also was kind of fun to finally like put a memory like to rest, or not to rest, but to finally connect those dots that I've been trying to figure out for years now, I guess is how I'll word that. And
I was so happy when you told me that.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was just like, as I'm watching, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Wait a second. But there's just so much to like about this movie. And if you really want to like nitpick it, you can. And like, we just talked about a couple things here or there, but like overall, like, especially for like, I don't know what the budget was on this, but I'm sure it wasn't huge.
No, this is direct to video, man.
Oh,
so I beats me.
I wish this was in theaters. Like, I don't know how people would have reacted in 95, but like, this is like a movie that really like Joe was saying earlier, that like deserves to be out on a Blu-ray or in a capacity that people can just go out and pick up without having to. Nothing against Tubi or anything like that.
No.
You know, I'm grateful that it's available on there, but I'd love to own this movie. And it's just like you can't really get it if you didn't happen to get on. Again, I heard like some of the DVD releases maybe weren't up to snuff, and maybe one day we'll get something that is, with some behind the scenes stuff. And again, like you had mentioned, a crystal clear, updated, maybe 4K version.
Yeah, a VHS rip in 4:3 is not a definitive release to me. That's just putting a VHS on a disc.
Yeah, anybody that has a computer with a VHS player, VCR, if you will, attached to it, can do that.
Yeah,
do somebody out there do some work for this film, because it really deserves it. You know, the acting's very good throughout. I like all the characters. It's not one of those films where you're just waiting for people to eat it.
No.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I appreciate when you can go into it like upset that every character dies. Like even Ramon. I was kind of like, this guy died, because even Hammond has a line like, what the hell am I going to tell his family? Yeah. And it's like, well, you're 100% right. There's just a lot to love about this. The effects, the music, just the plot overall just really works. And we just talked about it for X amount of time, so I don't want to like just totally rehash it. Yeah, but there's just check this the hell out if you haven't seen it. Like me, it was a pleasant surprise to kind of weirdly go back to, but also now I've found a great appreciation for this film, and I'm definitely going to revisit it. And Joe, maybe part of me is like, let's leave it where it is. Like, let's not ruin a good thing. But yeah, maybe if someone decided, fuck it, let's do a sequel or a requel or whatever the fuck they're calling them nowadays. Hey, I'd watch the trailer, and if it looks half decent, I'll watch it. Check this the fuck out. And I don't know what else to really say. I just feel like I'm going to keep saying, check it out, check it out, check it out.
Yeah, I don't want another Halloween or Scream movie. I want Metalbeast too.
Well, I'm there for it. Yeah. Get Kane in there, even if he's maybe he won't be the guy behind the mask.
We'll put Kane in the movie at some point, right?
He could be the security guard.
He'll be the security guard. Yeah, he would love that. I'm sure
he would.
On the shelf, duh.
Yeah,
it was been on the shelf. I've tried to put it on other people's shelves at one point. You know, it is a crime that this film is as overlooked as it is. It's truly an underrated hidden gem. And the fact, like we mentioned already, that this doesn't have a proper disc. This film hasn't even been seen. I haven't seen it, or it's not available in widescreen. Like in the full aspect ratio. It's weird. The same thing with Aberration when we talked about it. Because like there's another 90s film that's so fucking good that nobody talks about or has even seen.
Except us. Go check out the episode.
Go check it out.
And that interview with Simon Basel from the movie.
Sweet. What a sweetheart that guy is. I'm sure he'd be down to do some special features if they fucking released it. I think Lionsgate might own Aberration. And I think Shout Factory has access to the Lionsgate library, which, come on, give us that Upworld Gnome Name Norm DVD. Give us that Aberration Blu-ray. Come on.
Give us Project Metalbeast.
Give us well, I don't know if they own that one.
Well, somebody, please.
If MVD Entertainment has a VHS rip on DVD, I don't see why. I don't think the rights would be that hard to get, depending on who it was. But it deserves a lot of love. It's a great werewolf movie. It's a good science-y bullshit movie, like sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
And I think all of the science in it is handled in a way where it's a lot of fun, but also kind of believable, especially if you don't know too much about what they're talking about.
Yeah, kind of like the Jurassic Park
kind of like
shit.
Actually, that's a good way to put it, like the Jurassic Park kind of stuff. I really never connected the dots until today about the Resident Evil stuff, and then today I'm watching, I'm like, this is great, this is fucking Resident Evil, I love it. So if you're a fan of Resident Evil, you're gonna like this movie. It's like it's almost like some weird kind of like offshoot, right?
Yeah, it feels like it,
that deals with werewolves. I love the idea of using werewolf blood to create super soldiers. Like did they think they were gonna get like the nightmare demons from American Werewolf in London?
I mean, that's sure as hell what Butler thought they were getting.
Thought they were gonna get that, right? In fucking like Nazi uniforms or whatever. It's just a great monster movie, really.
Yeah.
It's a great sci-fi movie, it's a great monster movie, and it's got that low budget charm to it. You got an Italian director, so it looks really good, and there's that kind of Euro feel to the whole movie.
Yeah,
especially with the lighting and stuff. It's just a hell of a good time. It's just a great time. It's so fun. This is fun watching it by yourself, and it's even more fun watching it with like other people.
I believe it.
Yeah. I don't know if I have anything else to say.
I know. I don't want to just keep saying you should check it out.
I front loaded the fuck out of this.
I know. Yeah, this is just I do have one more thought now that we're coming to the end here. Kane Hodder, monster covered in metal. Do you think he went to the Friday guys like, hey, Jason X, I got an idea.
You might have been familiar with my Metalbeast movie. Yeah. Can I be Uber Jason?
I think, honestly, let's just I'll put one last pin in the MDU for this. I think if the Metalbeast is real, well, in the MDU, obviously it's real.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, of course. Somebody has this in the facility somewhere. Probably Area 51.
Oh, yeah. No, it's in the John Hurt's personal collection.
I feel like Kane Hodder, he's in the suit. Whatever. I don't know. Kane Hodder's involved, and I don't know if he gets the blood from Butler or if it, I still don't know where I'm going with Kane Hodder on this, but he's Jason, so that's the point. And he gets that blood in the future, and obviously, it came from Metalbeast. They just held on to it for like 2,000 years.
I think they're two separate entities, and they need to fight each other. Metalbeast versus Uber Jason.
I don't even hate Jason X. I don't love it by any stretch of the imagination.
I hate Jason X. It has nothing to do with Kane Hodder.
There's some good scenes, but yeah, I would love to see that fight. Make it happen, somebody, please. Even if it's just a fucking comic, I don't care.
So yeah, Vinegar Syndrome, Severin, Shout Factory, somebody make this shit happen, and I'll be there with bells on. Hell, I'll fucking support it. I'll throw my money in the ring. I would love to even, go after just the people that have worked on it now and just like get those interviews so we have them in pocket,
right?
And be like, oh, this is for a Metalbeast DVD that's not even gonna maybe even come out.
Right.
But like go get them and archive them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And be like, okay, we'll put them on the disc, Yeah,
get William Clark. Let's get Barry Bostwick. Like we don't know how much longer these people are gonna be around.
That's the other thing. Like anything could happen and everybody's getting old, you know what I mean? And that would be a shame to not get them to talk about this and some behind the scenes stuff for this because it deserves it, in my opinion. But yeah, so, like we always say, make sure before you get out of here, I see you. Make sure before you get out of here, you like this video and please share it with your friends. Subscribe if you have not. Spread the word, spread the good dumpster word. If you're listening on your podcast app, your favorite podcast app, whichever that may be, please leave us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. Definitely on Spotify, I know has it now, and Apple for sure. We'd really appreciate it. And if you're digging the show and you're liking the content and you're liking the movies, do us a solid. You know what I mean? You don't even have to pay any money. It's free.
No.
Takes 2 seconds to do.
And if you want to support us financially, you can always head over to patreon.com/moviedumpster. We got commentary tracks. We got watch-alongs, live watch-alongs.
Yeah.
Which, if you miss them, they're all archived. You can go back down the catalog, which I know a lot of people have done.
Yeah.
We got mini-sodes on there for the $2 tier. And those commentaries and the watch-alongs are $5 and $10. And we got a ton of stuff on there. So check it out.
Yeah, for sure. And we just want to say thank you again to all of our new patrons. We've had an influx of patrons. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you all the new listeners and watchers. We've seen a bunch of you have gone back in the catalog, and we've seen we got to catch up. But there's so many people are commenting on all the old material and stuff. We got 4 years worth of shows for you to jump back into, and I'm glad you've been taking advantage of that and jumping back into it. So we really appreciate the support and for listening and watching and stuff.
Totally agree.
Yeah. And yeah, keep an eye out because we got another great one coming up this month.
Yeah.
Blue Monkey.
Yes.
That's going to be a good one.
Looking forward to that.
That's another one of these lost on video, but now has come to Blu-ray movie, which we also released on the Home Video Express label. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a great time. I cannot wait to talk about that.
You had me sold on the name in the poster already.
So that's it. That's Project Metalbeast from 1994, directed by Alessandro De Gatano. I'm Joe Lascola.
And I'm Sean O'Rourke.
Thanks for visiting the dumpster.